Hey everybody, Anthony here with Gaming Respawn. Today we're going to be taking a look at the full-size IPS kit for the Game Boy Color. It comes with the IPS screen, the ribbon cable, a piece of insulated tape, 3M tape, some instructions, which I'm glad they actually took the time out to print out and give, and a brightness control tab, which I'm actually kind of pissed off that did not come pre-soldered onto the ribbon cable. You have to solder it right there at that point. But if you get it from retromodding.com or Handheld Legends, it comes soldered. And if you also get it from retromodding.com, it also comes with 3 printed parts. One that goes on the bottom of the screen and one that goes on the back once it's fully assembled. Now, first thing you want to do is attach the IPS screen to the ribbon cable. Put some Kapton tape on the connectors for some insulation, because I had this installed and I had to put Kapton tape just to make sure nothing shorts, because that's bad. You don't want the thing to short. The screen itself is $8 on AliExpress, but the ribbon cable is the main thing you don't want to screw up. Now, people take off the film, the screen protector, but not, because I like the screen protector, and you know, it's a screen protector. It helps protect it. First thing you want to do is just assemble your Game Boy. I got this aftermarket gold shell here, which I have everything on. And what you want to do is trim this whole bottom section here, trim this whole entire top section, trim this section as well, plus trim the top half of the D-pad, because it will get stuck, and you need to cut it in order for it to properly work. And now for the motherboard, you want to trim the pins just like the Freckle Shack, and you also want to cut this Power Plus. Make sure it's all nice and flush. And then you want to add some Kapton tape to protect it. Okay, so this part is now done. The shell is now done. Now all you have to do is put it all together. You want to, since this is a aftermarket shell, you may have to trim this bezel down to make it thinner. And then you want to install the 3M tape. However, you only want to install this if you want to keep this permanent, as a permanent installation. Crap. Forgot. Okay, so we want to line this up, put the screen in, line it up. This is where the 3D printed parts are handy. From retromodding, the one goes right here to keep this in place, and then the other goes right on top, like I previously mentioned, to keep it all together so nothing is constantly moving. Then you want to add your buttons. Get in there, you. Get in. And then your D-pad. And there you have it, almost done installing. And then you want to take the sorry about that. And then you want to take the brightness control tab on, take the sticky part off and place it underneath the IR sensor. However, you do have to trim the IR sensor to make sure it gets installed right, because the screen is in the way. But yet again, I'm not installing this because I'm not going to be screwing this up, just in case I do it wrong. Come on, you. Come on. Don't screw with me now. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. And then you want to install it. Be careful while doing it. Push the black tabs back down. Well, you want to pick them up, put the screen in, put the tab in, and then put them back down. Forgot to mention that part because I'm trying to do this. Where are you, screwdriver? Okay, good, perfect. Want to re-screw everything. And then the power switch. Close. And back up. Come on, you. Close. There we go. And then want to screw everything back, down. And then you want to put some batteries in. Your game. Turn it on. And there you have it. Properly installed IPS screen. And this looks freaking beautiful. And I have to say, sorry, but this Game Boy has a broken speaker, so I cannot have any volume on it. Plus, this volume wheel was a tad too tight, so I had to trim it in order to get it. But that's what you get, excuse me, when you have a third-party screen. So yeah, this thing is beautiful. Now let's test it out with the other Game Boys that I have here. First, let's compare it to my original unmodded Game Boy that I've had ever since I was a kid. So without any modding, man, this is super hard to tell. But yeah. But without any modding, it's clear that the full-size IPS screen is way more superior. So yeah, definitely do not recommend using the unmodded GBC. Now let's compare it with the front lit Game Boy. The one that has the front light. And see how it is. Hey, funny sound. But yeah, you could see that this is like cheap. I mean, I guess it's okay as a budget since the screen is like $10, which I say 12. But yeah, this is super. No, what is it? Night and day compared to the IPS. I say if you could get the full size IPS for like 36 or less from AliExpress, it's well worth it. That extra 20 or even $30. Man, I should have had more batteries. Whoops. Put that in wrong. Come on. Now let's compare it with the Frackle Shack. And yes, I did manage to install it properly on a Game Boy. This one I did the other day. I decided to trim the pins on another Game Boy. And I did it right this time, and I did not screw it up. So I finally installed the Frackle Shack on this custom painted Ink Queen Customs Game Boy that she did for me, and I'm loving it. So yeah, it's not bad. They're both pretty good. Now I obviously don't have the Game Boy Light screen in. So I have the original stock one. But this is 3mm smaller than the full-size one. This is like 50 or $60 compared to the $39 one. Oh, hey. Perfect. Sync up. Now let's see what other colors. Sorry. Man. Sorry, dry mouth. Let's see what other colors are darker. Okay, now let's compare it to one other Game Boy. Gonna pop this off. Take the batteries and the game out. And here we have the handheld Legend Chinese kit, the clone of the Ben Frackle Shack, and it's in my custom Game Boy. That's that's from Tiger Lily. Huh. Okay, so that's also... Whoops. Okay, so the other kid, the Chinese one is... I mean, they're both Chinese, but the handheld Legend Frackle Shack clone is the same as the Frackle Shack. It's darker. And boy... For some odd reason, I think the screen is not installed right. It's like on an angle. But yeah, I would definitely go with the full-size IPS screen. The colors are vibrant. Look like the best colors you could get on the Game Boy. And the most accurate. So that does it for this video. Until next time.